In this video, I will show you how you can understand your anxieties and fear so that you can banish these feelings for good and feel safe, supported, and secure. In the past, I've had extreme anxiety and even panic attacks, and I learned that those feelings stemmed from deep fears that I've held all my life. Following these 7 tips that I'm going to show you has helped me tremendously to finally feel safe, and they will for you also. We're going to dive into understanding where your fear of insecurity comes from and the 7 tips to feeling safe, supported, and secure. Do you have persistent anxiety? Do you feel disconnected from your body? Do you have financial problems? Are you stubborn and afraid of change? While these feelings and issues can be signs that you feel unsafe and insecure, do you agree? Well, if not, just realize that it might not be so obvious and will require you to dig down and back to your childhood and revisit how certain situations made you feel. Did you have a happy childhood, or did you feel that your stomach was in knots because you didn't know what the right thing to say was? Because every time that you expressed yourself, you were told to be quiet and whatever you said wasn't the right thing to say. Well, this was my childhood. It took me so long to answer a question that my sisters just learned to speak for me. And I just let them because it was easier that way. This continued into adulthood. Yeah, not very healthy, I know. I didn't start learning to speak for myself until I had children. And to be confident, well, that took more time. To be balanced in my speaking and reaction to others took even longer. If you identify with these feelings, give me a yes in the comments below. Before I share with you the 7 tips to feeling safe, supported, and secure, let's understand how these feelings of insecurity and feeling unsafe develop. Well, one of the first basic needs that we learn as infants is the feeling of being safe and secure. That is our foundation that all our other needs rest on. These needs and feelings are represented by the chakra system. If you've heard of the chakra system, comment chakra below. To help you understand, here is a chart representing the chakras. The first one at the bottom is called our root chakra, or foundation, because it's the closest to the earth when standing and the first major chakra. It's here that the feeling of safety and security gets developed, and as you grow, each chakra also develops in its order. Therefore, a chakra can be either balanced or unbalanced based on the positive or negative experiences you go through. If you had negative experiences as an infant or child, it most likely affected you, and that is where you first began exhibiting unhealthy ways of coping with your insecurity. These negative feelings cause a hurt or a wounding inside of you, whether real or not. If this is what you felt, then to you it was real. These feelings or traumas get trapped and in turn can cause several issues that exhibit in our behaviors and thinking. This can take a lifetime to heal and resolve if you are conscious of it and willing to work on it. Can you answer these following questions based on your childhood? Did you live in a safe environment? Were your needs met? Did you get fed when you were hungry? Did you get changed regularly when you were a baby? Did you get held so that you always felt that there was a loving caretaker who was there for you? Was there any trauma when you were a child that you can remember? If not, then what happened to you when you grew up? Was there something that happened to you that you perceived as being traumatic? Something that you thought was resolved? And remember, a traumatic event doesn't have to be major. As Tim Fletcher explains, there are traumas with a big T that are on the scale of PTSD, and these are usually a one-time major event. Or traumas can be little t's, defined as consecutive. In other words, something that happens repeatedly. There are many reasons why these emotions do not get developed in our childhood, or perhaps things get disrupted sometime throughout our lives that causes us to feel unsafe. It could be from abuse, neglect, or abandonment. Have you had an unusual number of accidents, surgeries, or injuries? Well, these things can also be the cause of your fear of being unsafe and insecure. Do you have poor boundaries? Do you find it hard to say no and stick up for yourself? Maybe you're weak in this area because of the uncertainty from your childhood, so that now you feel that you can handle these unsafe situations, and you might even think it's quite normal. But the problem is that now you can't get out of these unsafe environments. Or maybe you purposely seek unsafe situations. Our fears of being unsafe and insecure can manifest into financial issues also. Do you constantly feel as if you never have enough money to cover all of your bills? Are you constantly short on money? Do things constantly break down on you, causing you financial hardship by replacing them? Perhaps you grew up poor and in run-down houses. Maybe you constantly heard your mom say that we can't afford that. Maybe there was a lack of food, heat, and electricity. Well, maybe this is so normal for you that you don't think that you can ever change it, and you just expect it to happen. Do you feel unworthy, like you don't belong, that people don't really like you, that you must be a freak? Well, these feelings can cause you to not even try to better yourself. So if you recognize any of these symptoms or issues that have happened in your life, and you know that deep down that these have caused you problems throughout your life, you might be asking yourself, how can you get relief once and for all? How can you help strengthen and develop your foundation to start feeling safe and secure? I just want to put a disclaimer in right here to let you all know that I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you any medical advice. These are just tips that have helped me, and I know that they will help you also. But please, if you feel that you need more support and more help, then by all means, go to a professional, call a hotline, or go to your nearest ER for some help. Here are the 7 tips to feel safe, supported, and secure. Tip number 1, go outside. Studies have shown that direct contact with the ground from either walking, sitting, working, or sleeping outdoors transfers electrons throughout our bodies, resulting in numerous benefits such as regulated blood pressure, protection from cancer cells, better sleep, reduced anxiety and depression, and increased creativity. A great activity to strengthen your sense of safety and support is spending time outside camping. This activity would help tremendously with your sense of safety because you will know firsthand that you can survive and that the earth is designed to help and support you. Tip number 2, meditation. Meditation will help you get quiet and listen to your intuition. Well, why is this important? Because your intuition was designed to help you out by guiding you and giving you a sense of direction. It's been proven that listening to your intuition will steer you in the right direction. You begin to trust yourself and that inner voice, which results in a greater sense of trust, support, safety, and security. Tip number 3, diet and exercise. Eating foods such as strawberries, tomatoes, raspberries, cherries, red apples, red peppers, beets, ginger, and turmeric or root vegetables will help you feel safe, secure, and stable in your body. These are all the color of red, which is the color of the root chakra. Exercise can also help. If you take up martial arts or self-defense, that will definitely contribute to your feeling of safety. But you can also choose to run, swim, or take a walk in nature, or do yoga. Remember to consult with your doctor before trying any exercise or diet. Tip number 4, affirmations. Affirmations will help rewire your brain by replacing your negative thinking with positive statements. This will help you begin to get in the habit of feeling positive. Tip number 5, journaling or shadow work. This might be the most important tip. It is the most effective one anyway. This is the process where we get deep down into the nitty-gritty, or our deep-seated issues, feelings, and emotions. You can continue to ignore this part of the healing process, but remember, what is done in the dark will eventually come to the light. In other words, you cannot escape this. It will follow you around, based on that anxiety that you're still feeling. So when you are ready, here is how to dive right into your uncomfortable and painful feelings. Writing down your feelings, or writing about your past traumas, will be the most effective way to get to the root of the problem. If you have a problem with journaling, try guided prompts. Find a pretty journal, a cute pen. To make it fun and special, there are also numerous ways to journal besides the traditional way. Allow yourself some alone time. Remember that you will feel emotional, and a release of that emotional energy will be let out. This is normal. Let it come up. Feel it. Witness it. Thank it. And forgive it. And then picture it dissipating. You will feel such a relief. Tip number 6, crystal healing. Crystals contain healing energy and vibrations that can help clear any imbalance in our energetic bodies. To help with feeling safe and secure, you will want to look for crystals that help ground you, such as garnet, red jasper, black tourmaline, bloodstone, and black obsidian. Just keep these crystals near you to receive the benefits of their energetic healing. There are several books on crystal healing, so if that therapy is calling to you, go ahead and learn all about it. Tip number 7, essential oils. Essential oils are used in aromatherapy. The aroma from these oils helps stimulate your nervous system, which means that smell sends a signal to your brain, and a chemical response goes throughout your body to help you feel a certain way. You will want oils that will be grounding and earthy, such as cedarwood, frankincense, patchouli, velvetier, and sandalwood. When using essential oils, please remember to not use them straight out of the bottle. The oils must be diluted and in the proper amounts, so please consult with an authority on this matter. I hope you enjoyed these 7 tips. Of course, this isn't a one-time thing. Let it integrate and try again in a week or so. Keep on working at it, and when you're ready, you can go on to heal the next chakra. Remember that when you are triggered by something, that's a sign to look further and deeper into the why. It's like peeling an onion. One layer comes off at a time, and then we rest before the next layer is ready to be let go. Be gentle on yourself. Be tough when you need to. Love yourself, forgive yourself, and remember that you are worth it. Hey, if you found this content helpful, go ahead and subscribe to my email list so that you can stay in the know of what's happening over here, because I have something exciting to share with you soon. You can find that link below in the description. If you haven't watched the first video of this series, that link is here. And stay tuned for the next episode in this series, where we will delve into the sacral chakra. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. And remember to hit that like button if you found this video beneficial, and don't forget to share to others who might need to hear this. Until next time.